So you want to work on your hormones and gut health, and you want to know if protein shakes are a good thing to have in your diet. I'm Marissa Faye. I'm a hormone and gut health expert for women. I help women reverse and reduce their symptoms with natural methods. I've talked a lot about the best base dietary approach for the vast majority of women that are dealing with hormone issues or gut issues or autoimmune issues. And I've highlighted quite a bit the importance of animal protein. There's just no other replacement for that. And it's required for healthy hormones and a healthy gut and for your liver to actually detoxify, which is one of the many reasons I often do not recommend juice cleanses, because it's just straight up carbs and no protein. And a couple of you have asked if I recommend protein shakes, and if I do, what brand? And I'll tell you this, protein shakes actually sometimes can feed different kinds of bacterial imbalances. So there's no hard and fast rule that these may be helpful for you. And if something like supplemental protein in this way makes you feel gassy or bloated, that's a good sign that perhaps you have some of that bacteria going on in your gut. But if you're somebody who can tolerate it, I do think it can be helpful, but please only have up to 1 serving per day, and don't make this the primary source of your protein. Typically, I recommend women hit at least 100 grams of protein, if not more, and that depends on you and your body and what your needs are. And I'm not a fan of the vast majority of vegan proteins because they actually can be super hard to digest and for your body to break down. And also, a lot of brands put a lot of other junk in. And even if that junk is like something like dried vegetables, I see that a lot, that actually can really confuse your digestive system. If you're putting in 50 vegetables at the same time as this protein, that's just not something you'd have in a meal, right? So I tend to recommend grass-fed beef isolate. I know it sounds weird, but I'm telling you, the flavor's usually good, the texture is usually good, and it's not going to give you any of the drawbacks of something like whey. And also, I do not recommend egg white protein. That can really upregulate agitation in your system. And especially if you're a woman who has thyroid issues or is concerned about autoimmune issues, that can add fuel to the fire, and you really don't need to do that. So when it comes to brands I like, there is a clinical grade one from Designs for Health that I'll often recommend to my clients or students, and they get access to clinical grade supplements through me at a discount. And my favorite that's just like out there and available is from a company called Equip. The flavor's good, there's no junky ingredients, it's very straightforward, and I find myself and a lot of my clients digest it really well.